Hey guys, Zim here. Sorry about the long absence, but I've been looking for things to bring you guys, looking for more stuff to kind of interact with you. Um, I finally got a second screen, so I can have a game going on over here, and I can have the second screen for whatever I want, so I can check on recordings, whatnot. I really want to try out live streaming at some point so I can, have the game going over there and the chat going over here so you guys can talk to me and interact in real time. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Um, but I did just kind of want to get you guys updated on some things that happened recently that I think are pretty cool. They coincide with like all my interests anyway. A couple weeks ago, I had my first Warhammer 40K game, the tabletop version, in years. Um, I haven't played a game of 40K since I think right after I moved back up here from Richmond. Um, there just hasn't been much way for me to, especially since I work nights, there hasn't been time for me to go to the gaming store where they have a gaming community for 40K. And even if there was time for me to go there, it's not a regular thing they have there. Um, that store is mostly um, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh. I think they run, yeah, they run HeroClix. Buddy of mine from work has played HeroClix there a bunch, and but there's not really been a whole lot of, especially room, really, because you need a lot of room to play 40K. So I haven't been able to play in a couple of years, and I had the rule set, I had my army, of course, but I never got a chance to play in the current rule set. And like uh, this guy at church, I start talking to him, and I find out he's starting to play, and he's got Tyranids. And the Tyranids are the crappily written version of the Zerg from StarCraft. Which is funny because the Zerg from StarCraft, I'm fairly certain, were supposed to be the Tyranid. So, this guy has his army, and it's a shit ton of Hormagaunts and Termagants. He's got a couple of heavier things, but like, oh, he had a, a Docafex, a Carnifex Lord, whatever, that was designed to be as shooty as possible. So he and I were talking after church service one day, and he says there are reasons he can't go to the gaming store. I'm not going to get into it here, but he was asking if I wanted to play a game with him, and he could only meet at church, at work, or at home. Those are the three places that he could go. And so we worked it out. We decided that we were going to meet at the place where he works, which is a big boy. Frisch's Big Boy. I felt really weird about this, but, whatever. I hadn't played in so fucking long. um, so, I mean, he's got NIDS, and he's just started playing. So, what do? I point up Operation Trogdor. Operation Trogdor is, let's see, what did we play? We played like a 1,000-point game. I think it was a 1,000-point game. Or maybe it was 750. It might have been that. Um, but I had my HQ unit. I had 2 squads of veterans. All three of those had their own chimeras, and everyone that could have one had either a flamer or a heavy flamer. Even the chimeras had heavy flamers. They had I left them with the multi-laser on top, but their hull-mounted weapon was the heavy flamer. And then I brought out... Oh, do I have those nearby? I think I do. Just a sec. Okay, I'm back. I brought out... And I pointed these guys as their assault sentinels, heavy sentinels. And you see they've got the heavy flamer on them. Yeah. I didn't use them with the hunter-killer missile on them, but that's glued on there, so I'm not going to pop that off just for one single match. But I had a squad of those, or a squadron, anyway, three of those. Three of those little chicken walker dudes with heavy flamers on them. Yeah. So that was 3 heavy flamers on the chimeras, 3 heavy flamers on the walkers, 2 heavy flamers in the veteran squads, 4 regular flamers in the veteran squads. Did I have flamers? Yeah, I had flamers in the command squad. And or did they have... No, they didn't have grenade launchers. I didn't use the little plate for that. And I also brought out my Valkyrie Vendetta. God, I remember everyone hating that Vendetta. The Vendetta is a big old bird. The transport that the Imperial Guard has. And the Vendetta is the version of the Valkyrie that has 3 twin-linked las cannons. It's my dogfighter. It's my tank hunter. It's not my win button, but it's my scariest thing that I can put on the board. And, like, it starts in reserves. It doesn't come in, usually. Well, actually... 7th edition made it easier for things to come in. In 6th edition, it was a lot harder for that thing to come in, because you needed to get like a 4-up or a 5-up for it to roll in. And I could never get that, so it would always be like turn 3 or 4 before my air support came in. It was such a pain in the ass. But this time it actually came in on turn 2. Huzzah! But yeah, because of all the fucking flamers that I threw out there, it was kind of a slaughter. I mean, I made a couple of little mistakes so that I lost some guys. Whatever. It's the Imperial Guard. You're gonna die. Probably. That sounds so cold and callous, but it's fucking true. But yeah, that game of 40K really kind of bit me again, and I got the bug. So on and off, and if you've got me on Facebook, you've seen I've posted a couple of things. I've been kind of painting again, finishing up some stuff. Like, I've got the Brothers of Boom here. And these are the guys I just finished, all 3 of them. Like, 2 of them have been done, and I just finally decided what the finishing touches were for the last set. And the Brothers of Boom here are my heavy weapons missile launcher squad. And I'm going to see if I can't get the camera to catch these, but... Oh, that's so fucking blurry. And I'm really bad at trying to angle these. But you get the point here. I mean, that's a big fucking stack of missiles behind him. He's got the rocket launcher. His buddy's throwing a grenade. Lots of boom going everywhere. This one, each one of these I made a little more ridiculous than the last. This one, yes, that is the Hunter Killer missile from the fucking Sentinel. And behind them, shit ton of helmets being used to carry fucking grenades. And the last one here. I didn't have any more helmets to put grenades in, so I was looking for something else to be more ridiculous than the last one. And, well, god damn it, Carl. Fucking, that is an older model Hunter Killer missile from, I think it was supposed to be on a Chimera transport or something of the sort. But the guy's wearing it on his back. It's like, yeah, no, we'll find a way to launch this at somebody. Fuck it. We're the brothers of boom. Explosions fix everything. So whatever you gotta do to bring more explosions along, you do it. But yeah, that's the goofy part. That's the fun part of modeling for me. And I've got a whole bunch of these other models, like even fantasy models. Like I haven't had any real good models for any fantasy role-playing games, so I got a bunch of these. This guy's not even done, and you can't see very well. God damn it. But I got a bunch of these, three of these orcs that I'm using to kind of practice painting people again. And I've got a whole bunch more up there, not orcs, but like other models. They're like the, what are they, the bone cast or whatever. Bones, something bone is the product line that they are. And I've got some of them that are just like guys, and I've already got all these primed, so that's why they're not white. You buy them and they're completely white because that's the color of the plastic they are. But this guy is just a blacksmith, and I think I put too much primer on these guys because they're still tacky, and it's been weeks since I primed them. I've got an Undertaker, not the Undertaker from pro wrestling, but like, and I've got this Lich dude. He's going to be a lot of fun to paint. But yeah, I like painting, and fortunately I've had some friends who kind of taught me how to paint. One guy who actually is a no-shit, actually, I don't even have to gently refer to him. Fucking Jeff from my vlog about Star Wars Rogue One. He's a no-shit artist. Like, I don't think it made it into the vlog, but he was showing me this shirt that he made. Like, he made this shirt. He, like, got the design online, but painted the shirt himself. It was a Darth Vader shirt. And he actually is a no-shit artist. Like, he has a BFA in oil on canvas, and he used to run an art guild out in western Kentucky. And he's probably one of the most interesting people I know, but almost definitely, because he's got all these fucking stories that, you know, he tells them again and again, but they're still so much fun to listen to. But he's one of the guys who taught me how to paint and how to, like, dry brush and stuff. So, like, I've got models, and I'm not going to pull them out because they're, like, stored away. But I've got models that I think I did a really damn good job in. Like, you know, little guys that I put pupils in his eyes on that I zeroed in so they look like they're looking at something in the distance. I've got some where they are, but you know, I worked on it. But and when you're painting Imperial Guard guys, that's you've got a lot of room to make mistakes. But yeah, I've been painting, I've been modeling, and I've got a big project that I've been going on for a long time now. Um, if this looks familiar to you at all, I don't have it nearly put all together yet, but that's going to be fun when I can finally field that. Um, but yeah, that happened one week, and then the next week, um, I went up to Columbus. This is going to be the kind of part two of this vlog. I might split it up, I might not.